So it was 25 years ago this very weekend that I drove down to our fall denominational meeting in Alamosa with Terry Steggeheis, who was an elder here at Family in Christ at the time. I had just been asked and approved to start a new church in Washington State. What if we began to dream? Instead of Judy and I moving there, we stayed in Colorado and restarted this struggling church called Family in Christ. Well, it was just a dream, but over the next few weeks and months, we began to pray and to reflect. And in the winter of 1997, Judy and I moved our family down here from our church in Fort Collins to Westminster. And from the very first day, we had a vision to build a Christian community not for ourselves, but for others, where people could see Christ and could know Christ and grow in Christ and could serve Christ and share Christ. And God honored that dream, and we outgrew our old facility, relocated, and today we are a mid-sized church with people from many backgrounds and experiences that are ministering in deep ways, often both within and beyond the walls of this place. But now as we slowly move and make our way out of this pandemic, now is the right time to begin a search for the next senior pastor for this family in Christ. Someone who can now lead us to the next chapter of discovering life with God together for the good of the world. Now, in established churches, a congregation simply gets the word out throughout the denomination to see who out there might be a good match for them. But because Family in Christ is a Christian Reformed church plant, there may well be candidates in other similar denominations who would be a good choice, maybe the best choice. And so we have asked as a council for an outside company named Vanden Bloomer to help us find the next senior pastor. Now, I have great confidence in this firm, this company. They've done a masterful job of helping a number of our sister church plants to pass that leadership baton. And so for the next few weeks and even months, our elders and I will be working with this consulting firm to nail down just what we need for the future. So there's really no rush here, but by next summer, I suspect, we will know who it is that God has in mind for us to call to be the next senior pastor here. Now, Judy and I, we're not going anywhere. I mean, Judy grew up 5 miles down the road in Thornton. Our kids and grandkids all live nearby. Family in Christ is our family in Christ. But as the only active pastor in our region on Medicare, whose high school class had their 50th class reunion last weekend, so you do the math, it's time to begin planning this succession in leadership. Now, I am so confident that our great elders and our gifted staff who serve us so well week in and week out can help us to move through this transition wisely, well, and even seamlessly. But we really do covet your prayers, and we welcome your questions, and we will keep you posted regularly on our progress in all of this. As I look back at the last 25 years, there have been so many times where we have, as a congregation, seen the hand of God, sometimes almost, it seems, in a miraculous kind of a way. And I am confident that he will continue to make his plans clear for us in the coming months.